You knew you were going to die tomorrow. If a doctor came up to you and said, you have cancer, I'm sorry, we need to give you chemotherapy. And you had insurance and you had everything you needed to pay for it and so on and so forth. But then you look at the doctor and you're like, well, no, that's just the way the system is, man, you know? I can't change things. Do you think the doctor would look at you and be like, oh, you're right, sir, have a great day? No, sorry, the doctor would look at you and be like, you're an idiot. Do something with your life. The question here is, if you realize that every dollar you spend is going towards something negative, if you realize that what you're doing every single day by going to a job and working and paying taxes which most rich people do not pay, the 1% do not pay taxes, and if they do, they pay taxes far less than you or anyone else. If that's the case, at what point do you wake up? At what point do you say, hey, something's wrong here. I don't like this situation. Once again, are you doing it only because you have children? Because you have no other choice? Because you're stuck in a system that you didn't know about until someone came around and started telling you about it? And then even after that happened, you were so lost within that system that you could never fathom that what they're telling you is true? The last real American president we ever had was JFK. His family his father and his family prior were part of the hooch farmers. They were making alcohol. They were against the prohibition. They were into the SS. They were into eugenic society. So when the oligarchy, those who pay the money to get presidents to become presidents, and they wanted to find out if it was, they basically thought, we could totally take control of this guy. Sexual deviancy that he had, and so on and so forth. It doesn't really matter. The point is that somewhere along the way, JFK figured out something. He was like, no, we got to change. He starts writing all these. I just posted them 2 days ago. I posted it. There's awesome speeches from this man where he's saying to people, we need to change. We need to become different. Just watch the video. It's on YouTube. Look up JFK's speech. And it's, I believe, when he's talking to the union of newspapers and people who are writing. It's one of the most famous speeches he ever gives. When do we get to the point where we're like, okay, we really got to do this right? And what is right? Now, a lot of people are like, well, Paul, you're always saying just walk away from the money. The system sucks. Okay, it sucks. It's obvious that it sucks, but what can we do is what you're asking. I can give you an answer. Live like me. I know it sounds crazy, but you're either going to live like me today or you're going to live like me by force later, because it is going to happen. It is going to happen. I promise you. And when it does happen, I'm going to be still bitching and complaining at the fact that, really? I don't want to live like this anymore. But I cannot spend the money. I cannot go and acquire money, which in the end makes somebody else live horribly. I do not have that entitlement, nor do you. And if you have that entitlement because you think you worked hard or because you think you own things, you don't own anything. You don't even own your own life. It was given to you. You don't know where it comes from. Let's say you're an atheist. Fine, no problem. You're just primordial ooze that came off the ground and all of a sudden you turned into something else, and before you know it, a monkey and then a Cro-Magnon man, whatever you want to go with, that's fine. Still not yours. It was a gift. Just like an apple off of a tree. It's a gift. It was made by this thing that we live on, and we're doing nothing but destroying it. And what are we doing to help it? Nothing. Sorry. I mean, good, granted, there's some people out there that are doing some really cool things, okay? There's this guy, I believe he's Chinese. He just created a machine which takes oil and, it takes plastic and pressurizes it with water and heat and steam and crazy cool thing, and it makes oil. Cool. And actually, you can turn it into kerosene, you can turn it into gasoline, you can turn it into diesel. That's great. So we're still loving that fossil fuel. Let me get some more in there. Yeah, that's smart. Where we have Nikola Tesla, who came up with already a great idea on how to send energy back and forth all over the planet, never having to use any of that. We could use hydrogen in our cars. We can run our cars up, which is more prevalent than anything else out there. Comes down to this simple fact, folks. There are a group of people, very small group of people, who are controlling your life. and you are falling into it day in and day out. Until you get off your ass and do something about it, they will control you. Even when you have money, they still control you. I know multi-millionaires that are scared every single day of their lives for losing their money, losing their homes. I'm beautiful and loved enough that I'm given places to stay. Okay? I stayed here for a day or two, but the whole time I've been here, I've been cleaning. I've been going crazy cleaning. Okay? And it's called trade. It's called barter. It's called love. It's called giving thanks. Because when something is free, it's worth a lot more. When something is free, it's worth a lot more. It's only when you pay for something that you feel that you own it. And once again, you own nothing. You own nothing except your choice and your intention. My choice is to live freely. My intention is to tell you and share with you how much I love you and how much I can no longer see you in the pain that you're in. Call it an intervention. Call it me telling you, why are you doing this to yourself? You're hurting me and you're hurting everyone else. And you're hurting the next generation and the generation after that. Stop hurting yourself. Stop smoking cigarettes. Stop eating as much. Stop hurting yourself. Start loving yourself. Start finding the internal dialogue within yourself that tells you that you are awesome, that tells you that you are beautiful, that tells you that you can accomplish whatever you want, because no person out there is greater than you. They are just a human being, just like you're a human being. Do today for someone else, please.